Hello.
Why ding dangly do. Hello there, Angie.
Oh my god. Just straight up from the get-go. Face full of
Hello,
pierogi.
lovely.
Hi, Goodman. Hi, Salad. Hi, Robo. Hi, Bee. Welcome.
See her.
Oh my god. Hi, Mocha. What are you doing here? Why aren't you on stream? Mocha, stop sniping me. Now I have big responsibility since I'm now Mocha's mod. Okay, folks. Hi. Hello. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Like I said, I have responsibility because now I'm Mocha's mod. I do have... It's my duty to have your stream opened in a second window, Mocha, so I can keep my eye if everybody's behaving, you know, because I need to be always watching. Always watching. But yes, folks. This weekend was Mocha's birthday. So happy birthday to Mocha again. Hope you enjoyed your brownie yellow ready. You ruined the cake for me. Thank you so much, Robo. That was cruel. That was very cruel of you because I'm so proud of this cake. It is very, very tasty. How could you? How could you do that to me? But my secret present, my secret gift to Mocha was a video game that I've been working on for the last I think it took me like 3 weeks to make it. I started thinking about it way earlier, but of course, you know how it is. I got around making it only like 3 weeks before her birthday, which is my bad. But I already had a concept and I already started like taking notes. So I'm gonna start showing you like the stuff that I wrote down, and let me start by showing you this and me here. It doesn't work. Okay, here. So my beautiful notes in my notebook that I keep like next to my bed. Yes. But also like I planned, there is like a cutscene that I wanted for the beginning, but I decided it was like a for it. Okay, I'm gonna move to that a little bit later, but like I have a suggestion for a note for you to add. What note? Like where should I add a note? But you can see my beautiful handwriting. Like my handwriting, I think every doctor would be proud of this handwriting. They would be like, yes, this is exactly what I use to write what's the word? Prescriptions. Yes. So you probably can't really read it because it's in Polish. But yeah, so these are my notes, and you can see the initial concept of Mocha's character. It's not very different from what ended up in the game, but I don't know if Loomis is here, but there's my note. It was like, there's this sketch of Loomis with a bunny, and I planned implementing like later in the game that Mocha would be getting like additional power-ups, and one would be like double jump, and because Loomis has a bunny, the bunny would be giving double jump. The bunny would give Mocha double jump. But anyway, I started talking about the game, but maybe I would start by showing you the game. if you haven't attended like Mocha's birthday party, and you haven't seen Mocha playing the game, then I will show you the game. But wait, let me pause the music. Wait, you can't even hear the music. Oh, I've been playing music and you can't even hear it. But I'm gonna pause it anyway. Only Polish I can read is Grzegorz Brzęczyszczykiewicz. I am very impressed that you can read that name. But let me show you the game. This is the game I made in Godot. It is... Wait, I don't think I can hear the music. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So, this is the game. I can even show you, this is my second game. Can you imagine? This is my itch.io page, and you can play it right now. You know what? I'm gonna post it. Am I gonna put? No, I'm not gonna post it. I'm not gonna post it because I'm using the other computer. But wait, I can do this. Right, and this should give you the link. There we go. Yeah, so if you want to play the game, it is available. Yeah. So this is what I did. It's basically a gift for Mocha. Set everything up. Beautiful. And thank you so much, Lumas and Mocha, for the comments. I really appreciate them. But going back to the game, it took me, it may seem like a lot, or maybe not, 3 weeks to make a game. I used a lot of assets available on itch.io. So, So not everything here was drawn by me, but I of course remembered to credit everyone who made anything that I used. Wait, actually I haven't credited Mocha. My bad. But yeah, anyway, so I'm gonna do a little speed run, but I wouldn't be me if it wasn't 100% speed run. Art Thief Angie! God damn it, because it was supposed to be a secret, Yeah. My birthday gift to you is stealing your art. Pretty much. No, I will beat your time because I haven't played this game in a couple of days. So, and also I don't have a speedrun timer. But you know what? Maybe I should install a maybe I should have programmed a cheat for the developer. A cheat for the God damn it! Why isn't the jump working? For the developer, where I just press a button and I am instantly teleported to end of the game. Can you see the sheep? Can you see me? Konami code? I didn't know it. I didn't know there was something like that. I mean, I knew that sometimes developers would do something like it, so they can easily test something. But I didn't know Konami did that. There we go. And this is Panda. This is Mocha's partner, and this is a very important scene for them. And the credits: coding, me; character art and animations, me; background art, and everybody's listed here that I used assets from. So yeah, so this is the game. It took me 3 weeks to make it, but it was additional assets, no one. What do you mean additional assets, no one? Oh God. But like I said, going back to describing, so you can see that the concept for Mocha evolved a little bit since my initial sketches here. I wanted to also show you like how it changed because and Mocha, I don't know if you're listening in still, but I don't know if you remember when I told you that when I started learning animating in Clip Studio Paint, I started by making it exactly as I would do it for like Live 2D. So I have all of the pieces like separately, so I could animate them like using like a like make a doll out of it. So that's how I cut it in the first moment. But then I was like, it took me so long and I was so frustrated. And I was like, wait, this animation, here you can see that I tried to do that, but I had like a separate cell for each part. Then I cut it slightly differently, but it was still like not what I should be doing. And you can see the difference between the models. Like this is the first model, completely like that's why when you were complaining about animation that one day. Yes. Yes, exactly. Hi Loomis. Hi Loomis. Oh wait, Loomis, if you're here, let me show you something. These are my notes that I was writing when I was making concepts for Mocha's game. And look here. I don't know if you can read it. But this was my concept for like later stages in the game. Loomis with the bunny giving double jump. I planned for you to be a like an NPC to be met by Mocha later in the game to give her a power up. Maybe I'll still implement it, but right now. So how did we get from this model to this one? Because I have to say, I even had it, but I sent to Loomis a video when I was testing the game. You can see that I used the previous model when I was testing the game, the one with, I would say, long legs, but I felt it didn't look right. It didn't look right in this setting. I didn't like how it, you know, double hop. Exactly. I want to, you know, implement for Mocha double hop, and Bunny is like a perfect talent giver for that. Mochavania, she'll need to acquire all the movement powers to progress. I was thinking something along those lines, exactly. But, you know, it is a pretty complex concept, so I'll show you, like, how I got around, like, prioritizing stuff in a moment. But with Mocha, I decided that I didn't like how she initially looked. So let me hide this one. You can see that this is the initial body, the big one. And I was like, I didn't like the proportions of this one. So I changed it a little bit and I made it smaller, but I was like, still too big. I want chibi-like. So then I went with this one and I completely like changed the, hi Rushi. The art on the older model looks pretty Homestuck. I hope not. But the older model was basically I redrew this one, the one from my notes. And I ended up on this one. And then I needed to figure out how to animate in Clip Studio Paint. And I finally figured it out. So you can see I have like different folders. This one is for different heads, this one's for different legs, and this one's basically for the body. So I cut it completely differently than what I would do for Life 2D. And thus we have an idle animation for Mocha. Just bouncing in place. Then I made another animation for running, which is very similar. Then I created a collectible, which is a lavender, which is an important flower for Mocha and Panda. And then I created Panda. Unfortunately, Panda, the only animation Panda has right now is Kiss. Is Kiss with Mocha. But I planned that she would be like standing and like moving sideways, like all cutie like. But as you can see, I didn't manage to do like the whole animation. So right now I only have this draft. I'm hoping to implement it, but most important thing was to have Panda's concept. And maybe later I'll implement that in the last screen. Instead of like just standing there, she would be doing exactly this adorable movement. All these as emotes, like Mocha running and Mocha standing. Or kissing. Do you want the kiss as an emote? I think we could do that. Absolutely. Yes. But when, of course, once I got, this is the boring part. I mean, probably for most of the people, this is the boring part. This is very interesting for me. That's why I feel the need to talk about it, okay? I have this need to talk about it. Let me put on the music because I feel it's a little too quiet in here. One moment. There we go. So, heck yes, spreadsheets, now we're talking. Yes! Exactly. So I fell in love with like Miro board, I have to admit, and I used it for my first game to plan all of the stuff, and now I've used it for Mocha as well, because I said like priority 1, the must have, then priority 2, and optional. And I'm sorry that Loomis, you are in the optional category, but I had a very tight deadline. And at the very beginning, of course, on the to-do list, I listed all of the stuff that I wanted. As you can see, most of the stuff right now moved to done, in progress, or needs review. Done, of course, Mocha concept art. The orange ones are like art. So game logo, the art for the start screen, the panda, item, animations. The blue ones are programming, where I had to write a code. Red one is basically the itch.io stuff. So yeah, and green, sounds and music. You can see that there are even like things like Mocha is facing proper direction when stopped, because when I showed you this clip that I initially programmed, like the very basic stuff, regardless of which direction Mocha was moving, when she stopped, she was facing right, I mean. And that was very like optional character and left. No, Loomis, you were in my very first initial, you were like one of the first priorities I wrote down, but I had to cut down the content to make it to the deadline. You are like late game content. I'm sorry, that sounds so bad, but like very important for getting the boss. You already have the game mostly finished. I was kind of expecting you to just have ideas written down. No, it's not mostly finished. It's playable. Like, what do you mean mostly finished? It's playable. Wait, where is it? This is you can download it. You can play it. There's level selection. Thank you, Lomas. Post-game DLC. Does she roll? What does the sheep power-up do? Maybe, you know what? I think the sheep would be giving the rolling power-up. But hi, Minds. Hope you're doing well. But yes, the butt, the bun, the you. But yes, this is the game. One of the two of my games. Both now are linked in a message. So yeah. Have fun with it. Please play and tell me what you think. I already have like ideas for more, but yeah, so like I said, I had like optional things listed here as well. As you can see, opening animation, unfortunately, even though I wrote it down as well, it also landed in the optional part. But I've been talking about art, I've been talking about my concepts, and I haven't shown you the game itself, the inside of the game. So you can see how it looks in Godot. So this is this is basically the game. We have the main menu. With all of the animations, you can see that the little line over here going, because these are the birds flying through the screen. There's a level selection screen. This is Godot. In some regard, I want to say Godot is much easier than Ren'Py, because I made my previous game. Sorry. I made my previous game in Ren'Py. The difference... Hi, Sporsan! A second one, yes. I made a game. I made a platformer. And oh my god. Thank you. Hi, Chow. Oh, thank you for pinning the message, Loomis. Thank you. Very, very useful. Oh my god. Everything is happening right now. I'm going to be typing it every 2 minutes otherwise. Yeah, understandable. But yeah. So, Godot is in certain regards easier than Ren'Py, because when I was writing the game in Ren'Py, I basically had like one screen where I had to type the code by hand. If I wanted to add something into the game, I had to type everything by hand, and then like the folder where the game was and such, everything I had to be, and it was like one huge file. What Godot is doing is that you basically can, there's the thing called nodes. These nodes here on the left basically are like descriptors. What thing are you using? Like, for example, this is a node for the sky, as in this is the, how to call it, the texture that I used for the sky. You can see it over here. This is for the clouds. Like, each layer is separately, so when we move to the game, then I made a parallax, I think it's called. So when you move your mouse, the whole thing moves around. And like I made a path for the bird. So you can see, like, if you want to create a node, it basically asks you, like, what do you want to do? Most of them are like very straightforward, like for example, animation player, or like I don't know, panel, canvas layer, or like exactly the animated sprite 2D. Like, for example, Mocha is an animated sprite 2D, and you can see here all of the animations. I would say quote unquote animations because jumping is just one. I even wanted to have like Mocha have a different animation for when she's jumping up and jumping down, and this is also something I want to implement. But right now we have just idle Mocha and running Mocha. So this is her model. This is her hitbox, basically. Uppies! This is basically her hitbox, or rather collision shape. And this thing is tied to like collision shape I have for all the objects here, for all the ground, for all the platforms and such. And I had to like basically, I had to place Mocha in this world where I had to describe like what is physical and what is not. I had to like add sound effects. I had to add the UI as in this thing. And I had to add the collectible. As you can see, the collectible is also has an animated sprite and a collision shape. It also has a sound for when Mocha collides with the collectible, she makes a sound. And I had to like program that as well. But while, like I said, RenPy has this huge wall of text where you have everything written down, you have everything in one place, which may sound good, but then again, Godot has something. It has like, as you can see on top of, I don't think you can see it. Give me a second. There we go. On top, we have like a 2D menu, 3D menu, if you want to make a 3D game, script, game, and asset library. So I've used the 2D, like, world, I would call it, and of course scripting. And here another fantastic thing is that it tells you like what a certain node, what like code may be applied to it, and it's so great. It's so fantastic. It helps you. Also, you are creating like a script for like items in the game. For example, I have a separate script for the collectible, which is like it disappears when it comes in contact with Mocha. It disappears and like plays a sound. Mocha, for example, also has her own code because you need like how fast she moves, how high how high she jumps, like how gravity affects her, like when she makes sounds when she moves, like also input I had to set up like when she moves left or right. The main menu has its own code, like so many things has their own code, but I am kind of glad I don't have it like in one wall of text, because now I can like go straight like, oh, what did I implement for the ending? And I have this thing and I'm like, oh, right, I can jump straight to this instead of like trying to scroll through whole like wall of text. There's also like I made sure that all of my stuff is nicely like stacked in folders over here. So I have background assets in one folder. I have characters in another folder. And this is something that's not like the program doesn't do that automatically for you. Oh, nice. Thank you for hanging out with me, Sporsan, for 3 streams already. So yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about it. Like I said, I do have some additional plans. I kind of want to expand this game a little bit, make like one of the very important thing that I want to do is like after each level to have like a level summary that tells you if you collected all of the lavender and if you got like all of the secrets. Maybe I could add some more secrets, and I really want to make more levels, and like once I have more levels, add Loomis. And truthfully, while I really like how the game looks right now, I feel that there is a little bit of disconnect between how I drew Mocha and how World looks, because I really appreciate this pixelated look, but I am no pixel artist. I considered trying to make Mocha in a like pixel art style, but it's too hard. It's too complicated. I even downloaded some programs for that, but it would take too much time. Learning a new skill takes time, and if you want to like make a game, sometimes I think you have to decide where to put your energy. And I decided that, you know what, I'm gonna keep Mocha in my style, Mocha and Panda in my style. So for now, that's gonna be it. But maybe I could instead change the world. Maybe I could change the world around Mocha. Maybe I could draw my own tile set, because this is interesting when you have like tile sets. Oh, I don't think I have any here. But I think I have here. So when you have tile sets for Godot, they look like this. They look like this. In here they look like this, for example. You can see the library here. This is how it was basically cut. So you have it cut in those squares, and you can place them in the world however you want. Library, you say? And you can use it to build a world. So it is important to like have it cut in like even shapes. Because for example, I think I had a problem with this tile set, because I think for certain items it didn't make sense. Like, you can see that all of these buttons are very nicely cut. They are very even. But if you look here, this is not great, because I used like uniform cutting for this whole tile set. But I unfortunately have some of the items overlapping. Where was it? Where you could see it the best? You can see here, for example, in this one square, you have the end of one frame and the start of another frame. So it's not like evenly cut. So that's why I think that this is not... could have been done better. Could have been done better. But it's still very useful, and I used it for some of my stuff. Maybe I'll use it because I also wanted to like make game settings, sound settings and such. I haven't gotten that far. You can see the letters here are completely like badly cut. I don't know what like pixel size I should set up for it to be properly cut. But still, many of the items here are okay, are great, and I use them. So kudos to the creator. They are linked in my credits. Maybe I should also like link them in on itch.io itself. Credit them somewhere there. I'll probably do that later. But yeah, this is basically the game. I want to do like more levels. I want to implement more mechanics, because I feel that this was also like a great learning experience, and I mostly used like YouTube tutorials. At first, I used mostly Coco Code, which is so funny because the guy is Polish. And I think he made, back in the day, there was this very popular game that I think every YouTuber played. It was basically a YouTuber tycoon or something like that. I think it was a free game that you could play. I remember like even PewDiePie playing it or something. But yeah, the guy made that game, and later he went to like make tutorials for Unity and for Godot. So I followed his tutorial for Godot. But then I moved to like other ones because sometimes I wanted to do something that he not like described in full. And I think this is the best way to learn new skills, to set a goal for yourself. Think to yourself, like, I want to achieve this, and then look for the ways to achieve it, basically. I don't know what else I could tell you about the game development that I did here. I didn't expect it to go so fast. But yes, I highly recommend giving Godot a shot if you ever thought about making a game. I know that people are even like using Godot to make like simple apps to just make some not only games, but just like interactive applications and such. Web fishing was made in Godot, for example. So yeah, you could do a lot in Godot. And also, I have to say, the community on Godot subreddit is great, and they are hilarious. But also, they are making amazing stuff. So I highly recommend checking them out as well. One thing that really inspired me to like make this game. Wait, give me a second, because I just want to. Godot is pretty great. Probably the best engine for indie games at the moment. Yes, absolutely, I agree. Give me a second. I just want to make sure I don't show you anything untoward. But there is. I really want to shout out. Wait. I really want to shout out a channel on YouTube, because she like is like a huge inspiration. She's a huge inspiration, and she's been making like cute girly games, and she's been doing amazing videos about cute girly games. Best Angie. Yes, best Angie. Godot for a goddess. Oh my gosh. But what, I know that she's like very specifically talking about cute games. But she's like very inspiring. Like, if you just want to start game development, she pointed out, like, if you want to do a specific type of game, break it into like mechanics and then make a small game focusing on that mechanic. Like, maybe jumping is very important in your dream game. Then just do a simple, like a Flappy Bird clone or something, to get a hang of gravity and to get a hang of like how jumping works in a game. And I found that like really, I don't know, enlightening, I would say. And she's great, and she's so funny, and her videos are just so great. What I love is, can you see the resolution she's making the videos at? Like, she's making them for a TV.
You're a game.
Everything about her is so great. I just want to shout her out because she is so fantastic. Cute Games Club, sorry. I think she was before called Cute Girly Games. or maybe not, Cute Games Club. She also has her own itch.io, whereas there's like there's a bunch of games available. Oh my gosh, I've played all of this one. It's you need to protect Moodeg from trash. That's it. That's the whole thing. You just need to protect Moodeg from trash. And this is the type of game that she's doing, and I think that is just, you know, a cute little concept, like a oh no! No, Moodeg! I wonder how long it took her to like make this game. Moodeg, don't eat trash. Also, please, people, stop throwing trash at Moodeg. No! Ah! No! Oh. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Because I'm gonna keep playing her game. But because of her, I've written down the ideas of like other games that I want to make. And it's not like big projects, but like small ones. I do have like a dream project that I want to make, of course. But I want to learn. It's not that I don't want to make my huge dream project my first game. I already made Mocha's game my first game, so that is not a problem anymore. But I first want to learn a bit more and maybe also try to dip my toe into 3D one day. Not anytime soon, but one day maybe. So yeah, I made a game. I'm very proud of it. And everybody should give Godot a shot if they want to get into game development. It's very easy, and if you want, there's like a bunch of free assets on itch.io. So there's literally nothing stopping you. Just go for it. Just go for it. 2026, make a game. You want to get dragged into a community of Godot dev streamers? There's a community of Godot dev streamers? I didn't even know. Are they like infamous or something? Why did it sound like a threat? I hope it's not a threat. There's community for everything on Twitch. True. Cleaning Moodeg enclosure stream. No, that's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Moodeg enclosure cleaning. But let me... Again, this is wrong computer. But look for Cute Games Club on itch.io, and you can try her games. Fish game. Click the screen to make a frog hop. The longer you wait for the bar to fill up, the further the frog will hop. If the bar fills to the max, or if the frog hops without landing on a lotus flower, it falls. Oh my god. Oh! How do I... Wait. I don't know which lavender... Oh, wait. Because it needs to go... Oh, I need to get the flower, not the leaf. Okay. What do you mean, Ben 10? This is a very hard game. Oh my god, this is a very hard game. Anyway. I know a few streamers that focus around game dev and often use Godot. I can probably get you some invite if you're interested. I am just starting. Wait, look at the title screen. What? Benton Pond. I see. I didn't look at the title. I am very shy. I am very shy, and I would feel pressured, maybe, possibly. I was also speaking with a friend. I was bragging that I you're getting abducted now into the Godoverse. Many people find reading difficult. You know I can't read. Don't expect too much from me, Loomis. Okay? I know I made a game for Mocha, but don't expect too much from me. I am, you know what, I've been thinking that I am, something's wrong with me. I know it sounds weird, but like, I've been thinking about my streaming. I drew my own model. I animated my own model. I set everything up here. I made my own games. Like, I don't know. I hear that you can learn some new skill, and I'm like, I need to try it. There must be something wrong with you. Of course, there has to be. I can't see what it is. What it is though. I'm Polish. I think that's the gist of it. But like, speaking of the Godot community, like, I just started. I would feel like such a fish out of water, but then again, I'm a lurker in most of the communities, even in like Live 2D rigging. I mostly lurk in Reddit, but and if I say something, I try to be like not give away my identity. I don't know why. I'm like, no, don't look at me. Don't perceive me. I want to help you, but don't perceive me. Which is so weird for a streamer. So yeah, like I said, there has to be something wrong with me. Ah. But I could I could give you a little sneak peek of what I've been thinking about next. Like, this is, as you can see, this is a plan for Mocha's game. But here I have... I'm not gonna show you, like, anything else, but... I'm gonna make my own addictive game. No more cookie clicker. It's gonna be my clicker now. Specifically made for me. I'm gonna make my own drugs. And get addicted to my own stuff. That's the worst, isn't it? That's why they say that dealer shouldn't take. Oh God. What am I even talking about? And yeah, since what? This sounds like one of those tech bro posts. What? Okay. That I'm gonna make my... Oh God. Yes. So I don't know what else to tell you. I was so excited to just yap about this game, and now I'm out of all of the like ideas. I don't know what else to tell you. I think there's a game that I wanted to show you because I got it some time ago. I don't know if I should be starting a new game though, but I fell in love with Creatures of Ava a little bit. It's very cute. There are very cute creatures in it, and I was thinking about playing it, but then I also thought to myself, like, maybe we should try Continue Planet Scatter. I've come up with this great new streaming idea. I do the stream without going live, and I have all the great gameplay experiences, but without the mortifying horror of being perceived. Has anyone ever tried something like this? Bro invented playing a game. That is so true, though. That is so true. I even played a game offline once or twice. Can you believe? Can you believe that I've played a game without like streaming it? But yeah, but on the opposite end, I've played Creatures of Ava. I fell in love with it and I wanted to play it on stream because I wanted to show you. Because I feel that sometimes I feel that people are sleeping on some games like it flew under the radar, and I feel that it really should have a slightly, I don't know. People should talk about it, okay? Why don't I hear people talking about this game? But yeah. We have an ad in 3 minutes. So, business proposal. In a few minutes, I take a break, and when we get back, I am going to play a game. However, which game do we want to play? I could, you know what? I could alternatively, let me set up a poll. Question: what do? I could work on Live 2D model. I could show you Creatures of Ava, or we could continue Planet Scanner. Let's do like this. Okay. We have 2 minutes until the ad starts, so let me run a 2-minute poll. Creatures of... Wait, let me show you again. It's this game. Oh my god, because I have basically no internet on this computer. You are like trying to save creatures from a dying planet. Yeah. You receive I take your break. Yeah. I play a game. Wait, what? Do you want me to end the stream and just play the game offline? Are you trying to tell me that I should just... Are you telling me that I should just, you know, log off? Love it. But it is very fun. This looks like Planet Crafter. I can't believe you said that. I can't believe you would do that to me. But is this? We could continue Planet Scatter, or I could do Live 2D rigging. But like I said, ad is starting in a moment. You are not helpful at all. Oh my god. I guess I'll have to, I don't know, roll a dice or something. Figure something out. Streamer, figure something out. It's your stream. What are you gonna do? But anyway, right now, I will take a break. Let me stop the music. I will take a break. And once I get back, I will think of what we're going to do next. So, be right back. Hello, I have returned. I think we are also out of the ad time. Oh, I forgot to vote to the poll again. I can do that. I can do that once Mocha drops in. I'll wait for her because I see that she is about to do. But sure, I'm gonna set up the poll again. Make sure you act surprised. Will do. Okay. It's like I have her on in the background. I'm never gonna finish Planet Scatter. Mocha, hi! Hi, Mocha, how are you doing? Oh my gosh, everyone, hi! Hi, Trent, hi, how is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, Mocha, I just finished talking about, hi, Roxy, hi, Jess. Still no game, eh? I was just talking about your game, okay? I was talking about this game. See? This wonderful game. I am dealing with it. I was just about to set up a poll. What's my best time? My best time is like 3 weeks. Show the game. Do you want me to show the gameplay, or do you want me to show the Godot part? Because the gameplay, where do I have the gameplay? I do have the gameplay here. Show the end result. There it is. Look, there's level selection here. I really want to implement that levels unlock after you finish it. So it's not that, because right now it works like that you can, there's a pause screen too. Oh my god, the pause screen is amazing. Yes, let me show you the pause screen. I know it sounds silly, but look, it's paused mid-jump. You can resume, or you can go back to the main menu. I'm so proud of that. But yes, so you can play the game. You can, oh my gosh. My stream froze when you pause, so meta. Because it's working on a meta level. I hacked your computer, Loomis. Or your phone. I'm not sure where you are watching the stream on. Hi, GB. But yes, so let's go. You know what? I'm gonna be lazy. Let's jump straight to level 4, because that also works. You can go straight to the later level. But like I said, I want to implement that it's only unlocked after you like beat the level. I tried to implement that initially, but it broke the game, unfortunately. God damn it. So I had to resort to just regular, to have all of the levels unlocked in the level selection screen. But once I figured that one out, it's so over. But yes, a little earlier I was showing also like concept art that I did for Mocha, for Panda, for stuff. Happy birthday, Mocha! Again! But yes, so everyone, in the pinned message, if you want to check it out, the game is available on itch.io. You can download it and play it. And if you ever have aspirations to try your hand at game development, download Godot and just and follow tutorials. I was about to say have fun with it, but it can be overwhelming. But just watch some tutorials and you're set. It's so easy to get into. I think in certain regard it's much easier than RenPy that I used for my previous game because I have 2 games. Make like a baker and work in Godot. I had to say it out loud because I didn't know what you were talking about. Godot. Yeah. Godot. It's a good dough. But also I don't know if you saw my message, if you're following me on Blue Sky, because when I was setting up like a page for the game for Mocha, I was also like checking my old game, and I was like, oh, I'm wondering like if people were still checking it out and such. And on itch.io there's something called collections, so you can add like apps or assets or games into your collections, and you can make collections private or not. And heads up, if you don't make collections private, creators can see into them. And they get a notification if you added their game into your collection.
You deserve this and more, Mocha Spooky.
Oh my god, thank you, Mocha! Thank you so much. I really, really want to want to try using it. Godot, wait, let me show you. Not this. Wait, because I was about to set up. Okay. It's so easy. It is so easy, really. Out of the box, it's so easy. Don't be scared. Don't be scared that at first it's opening in this 3D environment. You can set to 2D environment and work in this one. And it's so easy. As you can see, I have like a scene for each screen. Separate and such. There's a separate for the collectible. Oh gosh, sorry, I'm losing my voice. There's Mocha. There's Mocha with her animations. This is her just idling away. Jumping is not really an animation. But I wanted to make a separate, like a sprite for jumping up and falling down. So this is also on my to-do list. And there's Mocha running. Yeah. And, you know, it may look complicated, but really it's not. Once you get a hang of all the so-called nodes, because Godot is using those nodes. Nodes are basically for describing like what you are using. If it's an object, if it's a background, or if it's if it's supposed to be a character, or if it's supposed to be a like a collectible, a button, like, and you have for all of those like items, you have inbuilt code. Like for example, if I select this is a button, and for example, button up, button down, press. These are like, this is basically, engine is suggesting to you like what code you could use with this item. And it's so brilliant and so easy to use. If you just know what a certain line of code does, then you can very easily just use it straight away. You don't have to like overthink it. They are also named very like descriptively, I would say. So here you have, for example, a game manager for earning points. So basically when you collect a lavender, it says variable, we call the variable points. It's at the beginning set as 0, but if for some reason we add a point, then points equals +1. That's it. And it is in, I think in here, where did I put it? Collectible, yes. So in collectible, there's a function that says, if basically collision boxes enter, if one collision box enter another one, so basically if Mocha, the character, enters the collectible, the collectible disappears and we are adding a point. That's it. What if I don't know what any code does? I also didn't know what any of code does. I just watched some tutorials and I learned. So it's just that easy. It's that easy. But yeah, I don't know what else to tell you. It's for you, maybe. What? Okay, I have to say I became a little obsessed at some point with making this game. I was laying in bed just thinking about, okay, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I really needed to have like my notes right next to my bed so I could at any moment write down what I wanted to implement next. But one thing I tell everyone, love the little character models. They are so cute, aren't they? I mean, I'm so proud of how Mocha turned out. I'm so proud of this one. Of Panda as well. Wait, but I should then show you when I made the models. When I made Panda, I wanted Panda to have like idle animation when she was standing in the field. I wanted her to do like this adorable holding her hands and just swaying to the sides. But I didn't manage to do it fully, so you can see the draft of the animation over here. I need to teach you more advanced animating though. Yes! This is the extent of my knowledge in animating right now. Like, absolutely. I think the most advanced animation was Mocha running. Oh, don't worry about this. I needed to make sure that Panda is same size as that Panda is the same size as Mocha and they are matching. I think this one is the most complex that I did. Like you can see, even though it's very easy, I just moved the head and squished it a little bit at points. And legs are just like this, and this, and again. And we go just left and right. Yeah, but like I said, it was hard for me to get into the mindset of using like those keyframes instead of using basically a doll like I do when I do live 2D rigging. Speaking of which, let me set up this poll again. Let me do it for 2 minutes, I think is enough. Because what I spent the last almost an hour talking about the game. And I wanted to move to something next, and I was wondering what to play. One, I was thinking about doing live 2D rigging, so I would continue rigging my model. Sorry, another thing is, yes, I have this game that I really enjoyed recently, and I wanted to show you. Starting small and simple oftentimes actually leads to interesting effects. Exactly! And I feel that if you have like a very strict deadlines or like very strict limitations, I think it requires you to be a little more creative. And it's really like, I think, helping the creative process because you have to think around something and then you figure out that, oh, actually I can do it differently or I can do it like a completely different angle and such. So yeah, limitations actually can help you sometimes. So setting up limitations for yourself is can be good for you. And speaking of, I wanted to say one of the most important parts, unfortunately, in game development is project management. So when I set out to make the game for Mocha, I split things into priority 1, priority 2, and optional. So basically, if I finished the things that were listed in priority 1, I considered the game finished and acceptable to basically ship, to release to Mocha. Priority 2 were like nice to have, and I would be happy if they were there, but they are not like essential. And optional are like future ideas. Guys, I love you so much. Why are you doing this to me? Why is the poll results even on every choice? I understand. I see what you did, Mocha. It was all me, baby. I figured. Can I run the poll again? Sure. Sure, I can do the poll again. The same, or do you want me to switch something up? Okay. I'm gonna tempt you, okay? I don't think you're gonna do like even votes now. I don't think it's gonna be even across the board now. I think I sabotaged you, Mocha, a little bit. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. You know, I am gonna end stream. If you tell me to end stream, I am gonna do it. I am gonna do it. And I'm just gonna go to bed. Or I'm gonna play Creatures of Ava by myself. I've been enjoying it very much. Or I will relapse, install Oxygen Not Included, and spend the whole night playing it. If we end the stream now. Can you imagine? I am so addicted to Oxygen Not Included. I uninstalled it so I would work on Mocha's game. So I wouldn't be tempted to like waste away while playing Oxygen Not Included. Oh my god. You could relapse into Odie on stream. That's real love right there. Right? Right? My sacrifice. Can you appreciate my sacrifice here? I see that Mocha absolutely played into my hand. I knew that would tempt you. But honestly, I'm gonna be embarrassed. I'm gonna be embarrassed. You will see how I work on the game, and it's gonna be embarrassing. Because I'm gonna be looking up tutorials. I'm gonna be reading like documentation on how to implement stuff. And I'll have to describe it to you. That's the worst. Give me that DLC. All right. I guess we're doing it. Let me bring up the music again, because I feel that just me and you sitting in silence is gonna be a little rough. So let me maybe actually put something on. What should I play though? We've been listening to like Disco Elysium music so far. I do have a playlist of like Dragon Age music. Or I have like, I gotta get the version 1.0.2 update speedrun time into. Lewis! Loomis! Why did you forget? I mean, honestly, I'm sorry, Loomis. I'm not sure if your vote would matter. Mocha, like, bought her way into me working on her game, so I'm not sure if you would manage to outbid her. Yeah, you know what? Give me that Dragon Age music. Let's go with that. Okay, so one problem is, one of the things that I want to implement is opening animation, which I think I showed you where? Here. So I did have a plan of opening animation, basically showing Mocha and Panda kissing at a bus stop, but suddenly a bus appears, it covers them both, and suddenly Mocha is alone. Oh no, Mocha is alone and she's crying, no. So she sets on a quest to find Panda again, brutally taken from her by a bus. I'm not sure if your vote would matter. No! Non-canon, it was the wrong bus anyway, historically. Let's be honest, the other options were not of interest to you anyway. I bet if I put one option, which would be like, I continue playing on Mocha's game, and another option, I read Homestuck, I think then Mocha would have a hard time like beating Loomis in voting. Maybe I thought if she ended stream now, she might go to bed on time. Maybe. So yeah, but I need to draw the assets for the scene. We could try. I'm wondering, we could try to set up. I beat Loomis's time, you know. I know Loomis had 50 seconds and you had 49 seconds. Over 50 seconds? Pathetic. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. But I could try to do what I was thinking about. So okay, because I can't draw right now. I don't have my tablet connected because my tablet needs a HDMI connection and my capture card is connected to the HDMI connection. And unfortunately, my graphics card has only one HDMI port. All the other ones are display ports. Wop wop. So that is an issue. I was thinking about switching to like non-display tablet. Yay, boring stuff only. Yes, so maybe I would code exactly what I said, that for example, buttons appearing only if you finish a level. That's an example. Or we could create an end level screen. A screen that would appear after you finish a level that would summarize how many flowers you collected. Or we could make another level, for example, because that's also another thing that I want to implement. So instead of this door leading to end of the game, we could set up, maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we could make level 5. Basically, how, I'm thinking, like, when I was making those levels, my world to the library, if I had, we could go, okay, we can't go into itch.io. I would need to set up filter. I would need to check filters because I do see not safe for work content on itch.io. Sometimes because they have nice assets. So I would need to turn those on because I don't want to be banned on Twitch. But we could go into itch.io looking for assets for library, for example, if you wanted to set up a world for a library. But I was thinking, if you want to make, for example, level 5, you could like try suggesting me how we set it up. Because you can see that the first level is very small. It's tiny compared to level 4, but also level 4 is kind of empty. I wanted it to be a little, I wanted us to have, how to say it, to show off the animation a little bit more, and I wanted to make it a little more complex jumping wise. How do you think we should do the next level, for example? I think having a new, okay, you know what? I will actually look for more assets. So let me move here for a second. Secure itch.io, so we won't be able to see not safe for work stuff. Okay, don't show adult stuff, please. Let me check again. Okay. Okay, I think we're safe. I think we're safe. I developed a sub 50 tech. I just need a pro to put it together. What do you mean? I thought we were talking about speedrunning my game. Okay. So let me look for assets. We want to the assets. And can I find a library? Yes, thank you. The techniques and strategies used in speedrun. Oh, right. They say that coaches don't play, right? Okay, so we have some assets that cost money. But we also appear to have some assets that do not cost money. Yay! However, they are not for the view that we want. They are more for like isometric view. And this wouldn't work in my game right now. Also, there is one additional tag that I would like to use. No AI. Oh! Wait, did it? I think... Wait, is this one still in here? It's not. Okay, so supposedly this one is this is not tagged as non-AI. Okay, I think we can't assume it is. I don't think it is. It looks too clean. This one possibly could work. This one possibly could work, but I would also need to make a new background. As in, instead of those trees, we would have to have something else. This one costs money. It's also very nice, but it's just bookshelves. Oh, this is haunted library background. Okay, this is very simplistic. I don't think it would fit our style. Our style is a little more detailed, a little more like... But nice, very nice, very nice. I appreciate it. I think it's very, very cool. Okay, but if we have those assets, which we, I think, could work with, maybe instead of... Wait, let me check this out. Maybe instead of library, let's look for castle. Maybe... Oh my god. I don't know if you could hear it, but I think my neighbor just started drilling for a second. And I'm like, what the hell? Did you just move? No, it was a drill. I mean, it's not a drill. My neighbor, what the fuck? He quite literally started drilling. At this hour? That's illegal. That was definitely a moo. But I'm a sheep, not a cow. Oh, you can see that I use like a... No, I haven't used this one, this assets. I'll kill them. Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but like... Casual drilling at 8:30. I don't think it's legal to be drilling at this hour. Then again, and now he's hammering. I shit you not. Ooh, this is nice. This is a very pretty set. Maybe we could use it for some... Ooh. I mean, hello? I said no, not safe for work. Anyway, let's try castle. Tag 2D castle, no AI. So maybe we could find something. Oh, castle interior free. I'm looking. Respectfully. Mage tower. This is a nice interior. I'm going insane. I'm sorry, but this is unacceptable. Maybe he can hear me through the wall. And he's like, I cannot let her be a streamer. It honestly sounds like there's a cow in the room with you. It's a Polish cow, you know. It's the dancing one, the dancing and singing about cocaine. That one. Thank you, Lubas. I'll have to, I don't know. gently knock on their door tomorrow and be like, are you okay? Have you maybe thought about not doing that? Barnyard stream. Amazing. This is a very nice set. I like it a lot. Ooh, it's nice. It's nice. I think, you know, I am gonna add it to my collection of game assets so I remember about it. Are you okay? Would you like to not be? If so, keep drilling. But if you consider not drilling in the evening anymore, you may be okay. This is also a very pretty set. There's quite a lot happening in here, but it's very pretty. I don't know if it's, oh wait! It's this one! I've used their assets already. I've used their, you may recognize, I don't think there's a set from one of these, but yes, I think I used their asset. Very good, very good. I'll add it to my collection, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about this one. This one is looking very nice. I think I like this one a lot. How this asset pack reaches a goal? It did! Congratulations! However, this one costs money. Understandably, you have to pay for quality. But it looks very nice. It looks very, very nice. And I think possibly this would be like good background for 10 p.m. is the cutoff point apparently. Yes, after that time I can call police. But like I think it's sensible to not drill at this hour. Wait, have I added this one to my collection? I thought I added them. Why can I still add them to the collection? Yeah, so these ones I used. Do you recognize this one? Or this one? This is quite literally my main menu. But you can see I added a bus stop. So this is basically this one. And this is this one. Oh my god, there's 2 mochas. But yeah. So very good, very beautiful backgrounds. Highly recommend. I was also thinking about these asset packs. They are so cool. They are not pixelated, so they wouldn't match the rest of the... Also, I don't know, I didn't think it matched, but I saved it because I really like this asset pack. It's so pretty. But yes, I think I'm gonna download these ones because I think these would be great. It's a little medieval, but you know, British countryside, I guess. This one, you can see that this is exactly the one I used for all of the levels. And I really like this one. It even matches, better, I would say Mocha and Panda, how they are drawn. Because it's not pixelated. It's a little cartoony, like a clip arty, I would say. And I want to use it. I really like this set, but I have no background to go with it. And I think this one, I think would work with the I think this would work with my current backgrounds as well. And I am very tempted to buy this one to make the library because I think it looks great. And you know, there are already books in here. There are already books in this one. We could make a library. But then I would have to also draw Loomis. But like I said, I don't have my tablet connected right now. But I could do that offline. Castle. Parallax backgrounds. Show them to me. Okay, they are very nice. Okay. I think it's in Spanish or Portuguese. Not sure. But yeah, I think these are pretty decent backgrounds. These are pretty decent backgrounds. Very nice, very nice. Maybe I should start making like assets for games as well. I need to sneeze. Oh, sorry. Generic dungeon pack. Pretty nice. Ooh, ooh, look at her! Look at her! Such a cutie! Nice, nice. Okay. Ooh, they even have like items here. Very cool. Oh my god, and the character. Nice. Very cool, very cool. Okay, I am getting... I forget if you'll credit this one too. Okay. Give me a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I'm not saying what, okay? There we go. Now, if we play it, you can see coding, space Angie, character art and animation, space Angie, additional assets, Mocha the vampire. There we go. Done. Fixed. I'll have to add that in the patch notes. I'll have to remember to add that to the patch notes. But in all seriousness, this is why I am adding all these things to my collection. Because, good hotfix, thank you. Because I want to remember like the page that I use to download this stuff. Like for example, oh, this is great thing. Like I highly recommend. This is a full album of a music inspired by Animal Crossing. And it is used for all of the levels. And I used like, they made this, these like songs, track pack as each hour of the day. Like you have 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., 5 a.m. And every hour has a slightly different tone to it. And also they have a couple of other like additional sounds like switching between day and night, switching between night and day, like oh, it's noon or it's something. It's such a great like music, very highly recommend as well. So it's like when I was listening to the song pack, it was like, isn't it actual Animal Crossing? so on point with the vibe. It's very, very good. And already I saw like people writing in the comments here that they used it for their projects. And it's amazing. It's amazing. But yes, I'm adding all of those assets that I'm looking at to this pack. So then I can return to it and be like, okay, so this person, I'm going to credit them or I'm going to link them in the description. I want to link them in the description, so I'll add that to my to-do list as well. So everybody is properly credited. Yeah. But let me view the bundle, because maybe I could use more of this stuff. I could buy all of these things for $5, which is awesome. Let me see. There's a dungeon prison. There's a forest, ancient wood, wood camp, moon graveyard. I really like the vibe, but I'm thinking also about the color scheme. Like maybe I could add, this is very pretty set. I really like the like style of this pixel art. It's very pretty. I really have so much admiration for people doing pixel art because it's such a hard medium, I would say. You have to, like, I usually use, when I draw, I usually use a lot of shading, blurring, and like airbrushing and such. And I don't think you can do that in pixel art. You have to know which colors to use. You can't just mix them, I think. Like I said, I don't know. I don't fully grasp how pixel art works. Ooh. Maybe, maybe, what if I switched like the whole visuals for this pack? Because these packs are consistent with each other. But I feel, oh God, do I need to learn how to do shaders? Okay, so, because if I used Mocha's model in this setting, I would be like, it doesn't work, because if you look at the colors, oh, let me use this one. Nah, it's not, where is it? This one, yeah. If you look at the colors, I would need to like change the hues, but I think there is a way to implement light even in a 2D game. And if I could do that to like use light to affect Mocha's model, so she is like closer, I would probably have to use like a greenish or bluish light. Hi, Tim. Thank you so much. Thank you. Some pixel art uses techniques where they draw something in high resolution and then pixelify it. I tried to do that. With Mocha, and it didn't look great. It looked bad. It looked bad. I wasn't happy with it. Okay, but like going back to these things, because I feel that if you look at Mocha's colors, I think she would fit in here. She would even fit here. Like if we did like bong, 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 bong. Well, I didn't say it would be simple. Like I said, for me, pixel art is, I have huge admiration for people because I feel that they are grasping like colors better than I ever will. I think also Mocha would fit in here, but this is again like very medieval-ish. Here I would probably had to add also like a more bluish tint to her. But I think I could make it work. I think I could make it work. So, okay. You know what? Let's upgrade this project. Let's upgrade this project by using paid assets. But in order to do so, let me take you here for a second, because let's have fun with gravity. Oh gosh, I mean, I am using, for this project, I use like very basic physics settings. I think it was like inbuilt in Godot. I didn't go crazy with it. I tinkered a little bit with like the velocity of the jump and such, because it was fun. I'm sorry. Setting up the gravity was pretty fun because, you know, if you want the jump to be more floaty, set like a lower gravity. But I really wanted the jumps to feel physical, I would say. And in order to do that, I cranked up the gravity a little bit so they would be faster. But I also cranked up like Mocha's jump strength, I would say. So she could still jump pretty high, but she would fall relatively fast. So yeah, anyway. But I used like the basic Godot physics settings. But I think if I wanted to like really have fun with it, I would have to... I didn't have time at the time. Now I do. Maybe I need to review that. Anyway, I wanted to buy this bundle for a $5. Really? Shit. Oh, shoot. Wait. It's a discounted from like $50. Wow. Wait, am I gonna have to use my card? If I do, oh, ad is starting, perfect. Because if I have to go for my bank card, I'm gonna use the break to go for it. Okay. Yes. Why do I need to add all of my like legal information? I'm making sure you can't see my screen. It's gonna be funny if I don't remember my password. Ah, security. Okay. I'm always so stressed if I do stuff like this on stream because, you know, I need to double, triple, quadruple check that I'm not like showing my screen, that you actually can't see all of my payment information. Aight, okay. We finished. Let's return to this screen. So we have all of this stuff now, which is awesome. I think I'm gonna, wait, oh, sorry, I missed your message. I'm pretty sure you can fin angle? I'm not sure if that's a word. Some nice lighting effect in Godot without reaching all the way for shaders. I think so too. But I don't know how just yet. Let me start by, okay, which do we want for sure? I think I want this to build a library. And I want this one for sure. Let me add the asset pack to collection. as well. And you know what? Let's. Do I want the wood camp? Mouse is a thingamajig kind of word. Oh, that's what I thought, but I was like, I'm not sure. It sounded kind of like thingamajig, or as we say in Polish, or rather, it's not Polish. Technically, it's German, but we use this word. Wie heißt er? What? That's an actual word? As in, it's in dictionary. Oh. Interesting. I learned a new word. Thank you. Anyway, ad is starting in a minute. I may use the break. I think that's the one. I don't know. It's like the verb equivalent of thingamajig. Polska shit. Polska. Polska. Anyway, yeah, so we have some assets. We downloaded some great assets. I saved it in my collection too. Okay, I saved one. But I have paid for all of them. This I also used. I used this one. It may. Is it gonna fit? I don't think it's gonna fit because it is a little low contrast, and this one is a little high contrast. I'll think about it. Great asset to the company. Yes, but anyway, ad starts in a few seconds, so let me take a break. Let all of us take a break. Okay, we'll see each other in a minute. Be right back. Hello, I have returned. Oh, thank you for the stretch redeem. Okay, what were we up to? So, I downloaded some of those assets. Let me just, for a second, because I don't remember what I have in this folder, so not to risk it. Let me put it where I keep my Godot resources. There we go. And don't laugh at my system being in like Polish. Let me unpack all of those. There we go. There we go. So what do we have? Author's note. Okay. Tiles. All right, very nice. Stone. I think it's also, should it also be tiles? Or is it an asset? So sure. Oh, it's for the, okay, so this was uploaded to itch.io. And the background, so we have very nice layers to the background. So for example, if we have, this is the wood camp, but if we have the forest, yeah, this one, Okay, so we have... This is a solid background. Okay, and these are the tiles. These are the tiles. But these are solid backgrounds. I don't know how I feel about that, to be honest. Because you can see that this part is the same. The background is slightly different. That's gonna make the path appear a little repetitive. Maybe I can switch it like horizontally or something. This tree, is it also an object or tiles? I think it's an object. These are tiles. Also, do I know like what is the resolution of those? Did they write in the description? Is it in the description? It is a very pretty set. But I'm wondering how they split it. 32 by 32. Okay. 32 by 32. Okay. So if I take it into Godot, let me put it into the game. And if I, for example, let's say I want to switch the tiles that I'm currently using with the ones that I downloaded. So let me, here's the, these are my tiles. Okay, these are my tile sets. So let me put, this is also a pretty small background. Oh, this is the background. Then there's sky. Okay, so it's tiny, but maybe we could work with it. Mushroom Grove. This is very nice. I like this one a lot. I think this is gonna work for us. And we have tiles, and these tiles are looking great, to be honest. Is it also 32 by 32? The Mushroom Grove? Where is it? Ah, do I need to go back to my collection? No. Where's the author of this? Show me the bundle, and when we have the ancient wood. Haha, wood. Also 32 by 32. Okay. Castle Hall. I don't think I downloaded this one. So let me download this one too. For a second. Let me just put it in the resources here. Huh? Oh my god. Now because I have two... Oh no, it's already here? Oh, it is! Okay. Sorry then. I keep pressing wrong buttons because I have two keyboards now. So... Castle Hall, there it is. Okay. Tiles. Nice. Nice. I like this one very much. I like this one a lot, a lot. But I wonder if it's also tiles. Is background also tiles? The window, or if it's just like a solid. Anyway, let's try. Let's see what happens. So I'm gonna do this. We need to start with putting those tiles into the asset, but I need to rename them. This is gonna be tiles castle, because all of the packs name them the same. It's gonna be props, rename, and it's gonna be props castle, and background also castle. No, shit. God damn it. Wait, no, I don't think I've used this background. Oh my god, have I fucked up? I don't think I did. Okay. Watch out not to... not to... You need to be aware how you are naming the items, because if you accidentally replace... That's why I'm changing the name of these assets, because if I have already an asset called tiles.png, if I use another file that's called the same, it's just gonna replace it. Oh no. Oh, okay, this is fine. This is fine. And because in all of those packs, like, they are just called... Okay, here are called stone trees and such, but if they were just called tiles, I would have a problem. But for example, here you have background 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I go to Taiga Forest, we have background 1, 2, 3. So if I upload all of those files, they would replace one another. And this would be bad. And even here we have a file called tiles. And we did have tiles before, but now we renamed it as Tiles Castle. I'm going to rename this one. I'm going to upload it here, and it's going to be Tiles Forest. But yeah, be very careful how you are naming your stuff, because you may accidentally replace some of your assets. Hi, Robo! Welcome back. Let me use the wood camp or the... I mean, I think I could use those rocks over here, or though... Oh, these are very pretty. Okay, so I am gonna use these. So it's gonna be assets, forest. Yeah, let's call them that. Stone. I'm not sure if stone, if these are... No, these should also be tiles, probably. Trees. How do I name you? Trees asset, I guess, and stone asset. Stone asset. Okay. This is so pretty. But it's tiny. Let me try to use those for the background that we already have. I think it should fit. Okay, so we uploaded castle. We uploaded something from the forest. Yeah, we uploaded these ones, right? No. Okay, so we have trees asset, but this is a tree asset. So this is one singular tree. But we do have those tiles. I don't think I have tiles in here. No, I use them. Whether they are tiles or not is entirely up to you. I know, but like sometimes when I upload an asset but split it by tiles, it's a mess. And sometimes... Oh, it's entirely. Good one. It completely flew over my head. Thank you. Okay, this tile set is just chef's kiss. It's so pretty. Okay, let me okay, it's called tile set. Let me rename it as tiles. We have tiles castle. We'd have tiles forest. Let's go tiles forest 2. I don't use Linux. I don't know where you got the Linux from. It's not hard to fly over your head. Sheep are not known for their height. It's true. It's true. This background is so pretty. I want to use it for something, but I'm not sure if I want to use it now. But it's good to have it. So yeah. I'm not short. I mean, maybe in this form I am. In my chibi form, I'm also short. But in life, not so much. Okay. So, since we have the tile maps here, we need to do this. So, front is the one that I've used for. No. Okay. So this is the. Regardless. Majority short. I am being bullied. Okay, let me grab these tiles. Oh, wait, I need to put them here. Forest. Yes. You said it as 16 by 16. They said it's 32 by 32. Let me see how that would look. 32 by 32. And now I need to... Oh, God. Can I... No. You know what? Let me do this again. Let me do this again. And no, don't set it up automatically for me. Thank you. And no 16 by 16, but 32 by 32, just like they said. How's it gonna look? Okay, I see it. Talking about her height is a bit low. Wow. Can't believe you went there. Can't believe you've done this. Okay, so I think actually 32 by 32 works. So these are the tiles. Bam. Trying to compliment Spangy's side, but I'm coming up short. They are just trying to make you feel small. I feel it. Okay, let's do 32 by 32 as well. And paint it manually. There we go. Bam. And we go here. Okay. This looks very nice. We have tree here. Oh, these are a little like, was this necessary? Was this necessary? Mushrooms. Okay. Very nice. Is there 1 pixel in here? There's 1 pixel here. How about I don't use it? Do you think it's gonna be looking very bad if I don't use this 1 pixel? Okay, I'm gonna map it as well. Wait, no, it is messed up. No! Wait. Because you can see that these tiles overlap. That's bad. Wait. What happened if I do... Was there an overlap here? No, I don't think there was an overlap in this one. But this one, no! Maybe I should try 16 by 16. It's gonna be twice as many tiles, but like... Also, this feels like it shouldn't be... No, this looks correct. And this looks correct too. But maybe it should be 16 by 16. Because this does not look correct. These two over here. Are we judging this person's sprite sheet? It's not sprite sheet, it's tile sheet. But yes. Let me see what will happen if I do 16 by 16. Yeah. See? Now it's 2 separate tiles. Has it messed up anything else, though? I don't think it did. But now, oh, this is gonna be... Or maybe it will work. Okay. Okay, let me reload this one. Let me redo this one. No, but I want... You know what? Yes, actually. Do it automatically for me. 16 by 16. Okay. Okay. See, now these tiles still... I mean, could be better, but are more sensible than the big one with just this little bit. And here... And here it's still like 1 pixel. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. But at least these two are separate. This was important for me. Okay, I think it's decent. I think it's decent. 16 by 16, we can work with that. Feels like this tile sheet contains 2 separate resolutions. I like this one. This one is similar. Like, you can see that these letters are completely... They are overlapping with this one. And this is 16 by 16. It feels like these should be like this big. And I don't know... But I read the description. And in the description... But look, these are perfect here. I mean, they're a little off center. But they fit... These are also a little off center. But they fit into those squares. Miss Big Shot GameDev here. It's not a sprite, it's a tile. How about go to the fridge and get me not a sprite, it's a 7-Up. I'm sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I got another tile set that seems to have like different resolutions. That 1 pixel is just how they edited a huge typo in the Street Fighter game. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Make sure it's the sprite sprite side up. Oh gosh. Anyway, this is either way very nice tile set. If I take these trees, do I do them as 16 or 30? Let's check 32. Oh wow, here we have 4 pixels. I kind of don't like it when oh no, we need to do it 16 because these overlap. Okay. 16 by 16. Yeah, and they don't overlap anymore. Okay. These also don't overlap. Vodka and cola, please. Is Pepsi okay? Sure, pours Pepsi and cola. Oh. I prefer when tiles like end at the perfectly like this one. I don't like it when they end like in the middle of a square. For the Street Fighter thing, there was an embarrassing typo in the sprite sheet that they couldn't edit because it was already written in the ROM, so they used a 1 pixel sprite and wrote it over a ton of times to fix the typo. Wow. I mean, if it works, it's like I love the story that I think in Half-Life, the metro is not a object. Like the metro train is not an object. It's not an object that moves. Actually, it's a guy who has a train as a hat running underneath the tracks. He's invisible. That's Fallout 3? I thought it was Half-Life. So, apologies then. I would like to apologize to Half-Life. I thought it was from... Because I thought I saw something similar in the Gmod, and I thought it was like in the same engine. But yeah, in Fallout 3. Sorry, I should have figured that it was Bethesda using that workaround. Actually, it's pronounced gank, not jank. Like GIF is pronounced GIF. Actually, it's gank, not jank. It's pronounced yank. You're Joe Nut. Oh gosh. Oh. Okay, we have those. Let me add tiles. Okay, let's see how 16 by 16 looks. Because I think it works. 16. They like GIF is pronounced YIF. Stop it, I'm already crying. Oh no, I forgot to implement. Wait, I'm sorry, I forgot to implement this here. Let me put the cat ears manually. But wait, since it's a sheep, I think I should have orange cat ears. Not... Yeah, I have... They are not animated though. They don't match. Okay, let's bring my cat ears. It's gonna take me a little while. Wait, something's wrong. Don't I have black cat ears? And I have white cat ears. Where's my... Okay, I had pink cat ears. Wait, I could go with bunny ears. Wait. I could be there's this type of Is it a sheep or is it a goat that has like like those long ears? Give me a second, I need the second one. Wait, did I use a white one? I have brown one. Oh shit. Ah, that's wrong, that's wrong. Did I use pink or did I use white? I don't know anymore. Flip, yes, and I'm gonna be those. Yes. JPEG stands for Joint Photographic Expert Group, which means the correct way to spell it's JPEG. No. JPEG. I'm a donkey now. Oh no. Wait, I need to do one more thing though. Give me a second. No. No, that's not what I wanted. No. I'm lost. This thing, maybe? Yeah? Eh? 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 No. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's leave it as it is. Saying thank you very much in Afrikaans sounds like buy a donkey. Interesting. I lost one earring, unfortunately. Angie don't shonky the teen up. How much to buy me? Wait. No, I'm not for sale. I'm not for sale. I may start take commissions though. Okay, it's kind of adorable how these ears move, but when I look at myself, I feel kind of like they are my arms, not my ears. No! Don't. It's so weird because my hair moves the other way, the opposite way than the ears. Okay, let's... Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Should it be... Should I make it a 32, actually? No, let's make it 32. Yeah, now they are centered. Okay, so I think now it will work. Now it should work. Whee! And we have all the assets here. Background castle. Let's use 32 here as well, because I think it will work in this place. Not ideal, because I feel like it should be split at this pixel, like here. But That's nitpicking. That's nitpicking. And I think, are those all of them? Castle, background, stone. Oh no, I'm missing the stone asset. Let's see how 32 will look. Does it look sensible? I think it does look sensible. Or not. It's not fitting. No. Wait, should it be 60? What? How did they make the asset? How did they make it be 32 by 32, but then it sticks outside of the by a half? Okay. Let's do 16 by 16. And now it fits. Questionable. Okay, then you know what to do automatically for me. Yeah, thank you. Castle tiles. Yes, they're here. This one is here. Forest, forest, and trees. Okay, so seems we have all of the tiles set up. Now what we need to do is set the collision on those tiles. One thing I want to learn at some point is to make a collision happen that right now, basically, I am painting the physics layer, basically like a collision box for those tiles. And if I mark it, wait, what? Can we like... Hello? What was this? You know what? Let me try again. I'm not loving it. It should be perfect. Because if it's not perfect, guess what? You can get stuck on this square. Okay, but basically that means that this full blue square is going to come in collision with Mocha's character. That means that regardless of which side she touches this square, she is gonna collide with it. So it's gonna be like a platform. Meanwhile, I wish to have like a how to say it? I wish I knew how to set up a platform in a way that she could jump from below and then only her like feet would collide with the item, like, but from one direction. If she approached like the platform from above, there would be a collision, but if she approached the platform from below, she could like face through it. That is one of the things that I want to implement. But right now, we have set up collision in this forest. But I feel we set up too much. Yeah, I think actually, let me remove. Oh my God. Yeah, let me remove collision from this one. So, yeah, I don't want her to collide with these. So if she, and maybe from these. So if she jumps onto this platform, she'll be standing on this. I'm stuck on the square is how they say they like me. Oh gosh. Okay, I really like this tile set because it's so colorful. But now I think maybe my background is a little too gray compared to it. Like, how does it look in game? It's not as gray. Yeah, it's more yellow. Yellow, what am I talking? Green! Okay, but you know what? I don't want to lose the first level as it looks right now. What am I going to do? I am going to duplicate it. I'm going to find the scene for level 1. I'm going to duplicate it. Call it level 1B. And I want to recreate this level using these other assets. Okay. So we do have trees. Well-rounded personality. Roundabout way of speaking. Yes, I do love curvy people. I do love when they have a well-rounded personality and a roundabout way of speaking. Oh. How would I want the collision to happen on these trees? These trees are huge, to be honest. Like, they are way bigger than the ones that I've used. Let me show you. If I want to use those trees... Oh, shit. No. Wait, I don't have them set up? I thought they were set up. Oh, well. Let's do it manually then. I know it's not thrilling work, but I told you that part of the like game development is like project planning and just doing a little bit of maintenance. You need to set everything up properly before you can start like playing with it. Like, my dad always told me that before you start like working on anything, you need to prepare your workspace. And I like consider this preparing my workspace. I'm preparing the assets, I'm preparing the workspace to properly like utilize all of my tools. Okay. I'm preparing my workspace for preparing my workspace. That's what I do in the morning when I log into work. Okay. And almost there. I think we can do a lot with these like assets. I already had so much fun with those because you can see that there were like those, oh, I loved to use those things at the corners, like here, to make them look more rounded. It was such a fun way of using these things, all of this stuff. It's so fun. I was working on this, sorry. Got sidetracked a little bit. But yeah, I'm already thinking, I'm looking at those little bushes and I'm thinking, ooh, we can put it like in front to make a I could implement I think it's called parallax, just like I did with the background, but I could do with the foreground, so Mocha would disappear behind those bushes when walking around and stuff. Okay, so this side done. Let's continue. I think it would be faster if I just deleted it and set it to be set up automatically, but whatever, already done. So now if I wanted to put this tree in the world. Oh, it's huge! It's huge. Isn't foreground like a golf course? I don't know enough about the golf courses to confirm or deny. Okay, these trees are huge. But, oh shit, wrong button. But what if, can I, okay, there's scale 3. If I set a scale to 2, oh no, it's the whole thing. Ah. It's the ground where they yell for! I don't think I understand. Huh. Huh. Yeah. Okay, so because I think this is partially because this tile set is comparatively so tiny. This is 100% size of this tile set. This is 100% size of this tile set. So there is a pretty significant difference in size. But if I want to switch to these asset to this tile set, I think I need to... I think that's a goal thing? I don't know. I think I need to switch to 1% size. And then if I wanted to use this tree, yeah, it's more manageable. And I think it's more like Mocha sized. God damn it, again, wrong button. Maybe I could set it to 2, but I feel that that's huge. Maybe 1.5. Still a little big compared to Mocha, but manageable. Let's do 1. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the with the like a 100% scale instead of like 300% scale as it is right now, because I used such a tiny tile map. It doesn't affect. Oh shit! Wait, I'm doing that for level. No, actually, I need to return this to 3%. I mean, 300%. Save this because I haven't noticed that I still am operating on the scene for level 1 and not level 1B. This is level 1B. Okay. So this is the alternate level 1. And I need to set up the tiles again. Ah! Yeah, yes, I need those. And this is trees. Can I still do it automatically? You know what? Let me delete this from here and set it up again. Yeah, oh! Something is... One of the trees lost its a leaf or something. We're not gonna be using that. Okay, these are... Why is... I don't understand. Oh, because this is 32 and all of the other ones are 16. This is also 32. I can't believe it! Same. Okay. This is also 32 by 32. Oh, but I need to set it as 16. I see. I see. I see. Yeah, okay. It's not ideal, but it is weird that they set it up in this resolution that basically requires us to use 16 instead of 18. I'm super close to opening the temporal tear in oxygen not included. Congratulations, I don't know what that means. Wait, is it from the Spaced Out DLC? It's one of the final objectives. Ah, nice. It's in the base game as well. Oh, well, I haven't reached that. And also, I've been it's just more complex in the DLC. Oh, I get it. I haven't been playing. I mean, after I finished Mocha's game, I reinstalled Oxygen Not Included and I played a little bit, but I uninstalled it again because I was like, that's enough. That's enough. I cannot be doing this. I cannot be doing this to myself. It's at the end of the rocketry stuff. Oh. But I have to say, this stupid game is bringing me so much fun. This stupid game is so fun. I hate it. It's bringing me so much joy, but I'm wasting so much time in it. Okay, maybe wasting is the wrong word, but I am like spending so much of my time in this game. It feels kind of bad. Like, I could be doing something else, but I've spent so many hours perfecting my base. I want to play more of it. I did what you told me, Robo. I've used the Aqua Tuner and I connected it to a Steam thingy, but I haven't managed to reach the temperature just yet because I still need to have more consistent source of power. The electricity, I mean. But I do have like a natural gas geyser. And it is, and I managed to have like a, like when it's working great, but I am working on getting like another power source for when my natural gas source is dormant. So I am working on that. Did you get to the oil biome? No, not yet. So far, my only like crude oil source are these like cute little critters. And I managed to get like a ventilation system that provides them with carbon dioxide so they have something to eat. Yeah, those. I have to say, I think I'm pretty slow with the exploration because I try to be great source of meat. No, they are not for me. They are for oil. Like I have. No. I prefer them to make enough fuel for me. Anyway, I got sidetracked. Sorry, I'm making a game. When they die of old age, yes. Then I thank them for their service. Wait, I need to set... We do have a tile set, okay. Do I need... Okay, so let's, again, check. Where do I need to have collision? With this tool, it's pretty fun because you can manipulate how do you want the collision to happen. For example, let me go maybe to a different tile set. Let's go to this one. For example, when I have those tiles, evolution chamber. Oh, I don't think I found that one. I do enjoy manipulating, I know. Okay, so if I have this tile, for example, I could remove this bit, and you can see that now the collision would be happening on this triangle. So let's change it up a little bit. Let me actually add a point here. Hello? No, I messed up. Okay. So if I put this here, I could switch the collision to be happening, for example, like this. In this square. Because it's, you know, the problem is, I don't know how to make it consistent between tiles. Like if I set this one, I don't know how to set it up so it aligns here. Because if I don't align it correctly, then basically what happens is that Mocha will be either falling off from, you know what, I can even show you. I can even show you. On this level, I think. Oh, it's so tiny. So, when we get this here, see how she's falling here for a second? Because I don't have... Ah! Jesus Christ! Break time. I am talking about important stuff. It's because I messed up the edges here and they are not overlapping correctly. God, you gave me a heart attack. They can't see it though. Oh, fine. Fine, I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back. Hello, I have returned. I have a banana. I'm out of banana. Okay. So what you can hear me, you should be able to hear the music. Potassium! I need to go buy potassium, okay? I need to go buy more potassium. Also, this reminds me, I'll have to do thank you. I'll have to do bigger like shopping in a few days because my friend asked me to like bake her a cake. And she was like, and you better take my money for it. I'm gonna be baking her a walnut cake. And shut up and take my money. I feel like more and more people are approaching me with with a statement like that. It must be something in the water or something. And take another break. Oh my god! If you don't want me here, just say it. Oh my god. Wait, okay. This is the wrong level. Where's... There it is. Okay. Oh. You just don't want me here. I'm heartbroken. All right. So we have these. So now what we're gonna do is go to the inspector and transform. And like I said, because those new assets that we have are so much bigger than what I've been using before, let me change the size. And how do I do this? Because on one hand, I want to change size, but I also want to use the new tile set in the same places. Basically, I want to replace the old tile set with the new tile set, but in the same like positions. I want you here, but I want more that you're well looked after. Oh, thank you. That sounds sweet. Okay, I'm gonna do something interesting. Let me take a screenshot of it. Let me I'm gonna save it in here. And I'm gonna use it in a funny way. I'm gonna use it. Blah, 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 blah. Let's put it here. Yes. Let me put it in a bag. Like it's gonna be behind this tile set because I want to be able to build on top of it, but I'm gonna use it as a reference to where stuff was. Brilliant. If it works, it isn't stupid. Perfect. So now, if I go here, I change the size of this tile set and remove it. Remove all of this. And now I can start using this tile set. And now this tree is almost the same size as the previous one was.
See her.
Oh, I'm sorry. My husband is calling me. So if I could put, you know what, let me first, or maybe it's too small now. Let me do 1.2. I like 1.2 better. 1.5. Maybe it's too big. I think 1.2 is better. But I want to set up collision. Ooh, happy lurking. On the tree. Thank you, Robo. Have a lovely rest of the evening. Take care. I know it's pretty late for you, so don't worry about us. We're gonna be hanging out in here for a little while. Okay, so I want to block this part so Mocha won't be able to pass through it. And let's do the same on the other tree. Let's just take the middle part. Oh. How high did we get? I think we got to this. And I'll have to later manipulate it a little bit to, because there's one tree in one of the levels where Mocha can step onto the tree. So I'll have to figure out where to put a like a collision box there. But later, we don't have to worry about that now. Now, let's try recreating this level using our new assets. So yeah. And do I have collision on these ones set? Yes, I do. Okay. So, Wait, what? Okay, I was freaking out for a second. For some reason, even though I made this tile set 32 by 32, if I select all of them, it's putting them like overlapping over each other because it's supporting the 16 by 16 tile set better? That's weird. So if I had this tree in this 32 by 32, I couldn't have used this whole... Oh my gosh, this is kind of bad. This is gonna be rough for me. Because I've been using this quote-unquote life hack. Okay, maybe it will actually be better if I split it to 16 by 16. Oh god, okay. Okay, game. Okay, I mean engine. So here we have 16, 32. So this is gonna be... You don't know how to use tile sets? Pfft. I am still learning, okay? And I'm not afraid to admit it that I'm still learning. This is 16 by 16. Okay, so I have only this one? 32 by 32? Okay. So let me remove it. And it was... Which one? What? What's happening? Hello? Hello? Oh my god! Kay, hello! I'm being raided and I was so confused! Oh gosh! Hello! Hi! Kay, is it 101? Hi, hello! And Craig Watson 91, hello! Hope you're all doing well. You were playing Goblin Cleanup. I've never heard about the game. Tell me more about it. Also, hello, Raiders. Welcome. Doing great. I am doing great as well. I was bullied into working more on the game. But I'm doing well. Oh, but tell me more about the game that you've been playing. I don't think I've heard about it. But wait, the blasting off with the hype. It's an okay raid for Space Angie. Thank you. Oh, wait. I need to... Oh, gosh. Hi. Let me... I'm not prepared for this. I need more of my... What game am I making? I made a game for a good friend Mocha. You can see her in the chat. But give me a second. Okay, now I'm better. Sorry, because this model is using VBridger and I needed to turn it on. But welcome everyone. Again, I forgot to explain myself. I'm Angie, Space Angie, and I usually play indie games. Recently, I started making indie games. In a pinned comment, you can check out my itch.io page. And yes, so the game I am making, let me show you, because I made the game as a birthday present for Mocha. Mocha's in the chat, so happy birthday to Mocha. She had her birthday this weekend, and this is my first project in Godot that I made. It's a fantasy cleanup simulator. Oh, sounds wonderful. Where you clean up fantasy stuff and try to not get eaten by mimic chests or die in traps. That sounds awesome. I love games where you do cleanup. I am addicted to Planet Crafter, where basically you are terraforming it. You are cleaning up the planet, making it alive again. So yeah. And she didn't know she was going to be seen today. Exactly. I'd love to try out your game. Oh, you can, absolutely. You can absolutely try. In this game, you play as Mocha. Oh, and you collect lavender. Anyway, I'm not going to show you everything, and I'm not going to show you the ending. You can play yourself. But yes, basically, this is what I made for Mocha. But since I only I managed to make this game in around 3 weeks. This is my first game in Godot. Previous game I made. Also, previous game, you basically date me. So, highly recommend. And because this is my first game in Godot, I'm still learning a lot. Raymond Running Man. I don't know. I've never heard about this game. I've never heard about a Raymond Running Man. I would say I followed very basic tutorials to make a simple platformer game. But what I'm doing now, considering that the deadline for Mocha's birthday has gone by, I gave the game to Mocha. I already had so many plans to do so much more for the game. So I decided to show off where I did so far. And I was told, you know what? How about you continue developing the game? And I was like, sure, we can do that today. We can absolutely do that today. So what I did is, so far I went through itch.io, downloaded some more assets, and decided to redo some of the levels. Because while I am very happy with how it turned out, I feel that we can do so much more. You know, it is rough when you suffer the perfectionism disease and you don't know where to stop. Having a hard deadline for Mocha's birthday was very good for me. But now I have no deadline. I can tinker with it for the end of time. But yeah, I highly recommend Godot. Like I said, I managed to make this completely playable game in 3 weeks, just using some look at this beautiful effect that I did. I made a functional menu. You can select the level. You can pause the game. I'm so proud of pausing the game. I'm a Unity user, but I love how Godot is an open source. Yes, I agree. I love how open source it is and how it is so approachable, I would say. If I could build this in 3 weeks, imagine what I could do if I had more time. Whee! There we go. So yeah, when in doubt, just think my birthday is coming up. Every month we'll be celebrating Mocha's birthday. Every month I'm going to be preparing a new gift for Mocha. That is not a promise, that is a joke. I'm Sorry, Mocha. I don't know if I have that much like capacity. But yes, but still, I'm very proud of it. Proud of what I managed to do, and considering how approachable Godot is. My other game I made in Ren'Py. Is it? Is it a joke though? It doesn't have to be. For my own mental and physical health, it is a joke. However, we need to prepare ourselves for Art Fight! For Art Fight 2026! We need to brace ourselves. Do you think that games could be submitted in Art Fight? I could submit a model. Yes! Art Fight is a very cool like annual event. If you go to artfight.net, there's a website. Basically, it's a completely voluntary event with a bunch of quote unquote fake rules. Basically, you create art for a person as an attack. And this attack is measured in like how you did it. Wait, let me maybe Art Fight. It's probably gonna take ages for it to open. Yes, this is Art Fight. I am not logged in, unfortunately. But let's open somebody's. Oh, I can't. Fuck. Anyway, I can't look at the profiles. But basically, what it is that you create some art for a person, and then you are using like the basically description of it to calculate how many points you get for this attack. It can depend on like, again, the size. If it's only a headshot, if it's a full body, because everybody is like submitting their character and you are making fan art of that character. Imagine you submit a game for Art Fight. That's what I'm saying! Like, okay, so there can be like 3D models. There could be crafts. Textile clay, heavy material work, food art, paper craft. I don't know if, wait, maybe it's an FAQ. Are photos allowed for background? Size rating drawing, 3D models. Can I submit cosplay? Okay. Doll. Traditional pins, badges. Can I wood burning? Washi tape. What? Traditional painting. Oh, there's animation. Nothing about games. I don't know if I can submit a game as an attack, but I can. I did submit live 2D model, because also that's what I also do. I made all of my live 2D models. This one, the sheep was painted by Mocha, but rigging is all me. So yeah. Wait, I think I can show you my Kara. Yeah, I can show you my. This is my like portfolio, and this was the attack I did for the Art Fight last year. So I made a model for a person as an attack. And yeah, basically here are the models I also made. I made Koopy's model. I made, with Mocha's help, Mocha did the art. Again, I did the rigging. A watermelon. And this is, this is Mocha! Look! This takes a little while to load, but this is Mocha! Very good, very good. Awesome. Mocha is adorable. That is true. That is true. So yeah, so I dabble in almost everything. I do a lot of stuff. And right now I got into game development, and I'm trying to remake the first level using this new asset pack. Wait, can I set the visibility to be like partially transparent? Yes, so it's not as intense. Okay, nice. Nice. Is it a skill to learn? Andrew has done it already, or I have it planned. I even tried years ago, but I tried to get into like music making from like samples and such. Maybe one of the later games I make has... I am gonna be Stardew Valley developer. I'm gonna make my own art, make my own code, make my own music, write my own story. One woman band, everything. But yes, highly recommend participating in Art Fight. It's so fun every year. Last year, Mocha was so ruthless towards me. She did daily attacks. While I maybe I have very wild is a good word, but wide skill set, but I am so slow. It's taking me forever to do stuff. That's why I did I don't want to overestimate the amount of attacks I did, but I think I did like 16 attacks. Mocha did one daily throughout the whole month. Because it takes like a Art Fight is happening on, is it July every year? I think it's July. One woman banned. Yes, I am the one woman that is banned. I should be banned. Ban me from my own stream, Loomis. It's happening for a month, I think in July or August every year. They set a theme, and there are like two groups, two teams. There was once like fossils versus crystals. There was vampires versus werewolves. And every year, people are like signing up to one of those teams and attacking people from the opposite team. And whichever team scores more points wins. As by some weird coincidence, every year I am in a winning team. And I'm not saying it's like a destiny. It's a coincidence. By some weird coincidence. I just pick a winning team. Anyway, let's get back to level making. Level. That's what I said. Level. Don't misunderstand. Which tile set should I use for this forest? This green is more yellowish. This green is more fresh. This one's a little more yellowish. Wait, am I missing a tile set? Yes, I am missing a tile set. All right, I think I removed it because I was supposed to set it up again. There we go. Forest one. Yes, this one. Yeah, set it up automatically. Right, that's why I deleted it, because we needed to switch it to 16 by 16. Because unfortunately, I want my life to be easy. Okay, and now we should be able to switch it here. No, I need to set collision. So I want collision to happen here And here. And here. And probably... Let's set up collision here as well, so we'll have some depth. I'll have to think about it. And collision here. Okay. I'm getting tired. Not gonna lie. I am getting a little eepy. So I may consider... Let me see who is on though. So I can judge. Okay. Everything is collapsing on me. No, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. Returning to the game. So, the one thing is that we don't have those tiny trees anymore. So I'll have to replace them with something else. And also, let me move Mocha a little higher here so she doesn't collide with the ground by accident. And... No, not this. I need this thing. Yes, okay. So, now I could do this, for example. Let's do this. This could be our ground. It looks very nice. It's brighter. I appreciate that as well. I'll have to figure out how I did the hidden ground like here. Sorry. Oh wait, it's the same! I am slightly disappointed. So, you know what we could do to spice things up a little bit? It doesn't work well here, but how about we do this? Ha! See, and then use this one to make it appear slightly randomized, you know? It's not ideal, but like, I don't like it when the floor is too repetitive. Also, what could I use as the bottom of this tree? Okay, we could use this here, for example. And then we could make the connection. Doesn't look that well. But if we move it no. I would have to make it slightly higher. But I still am kind of liking how it's turning out. wait, if I do it as smaller, maybe that would work better. But then I have smaller tree. Huh. Let me take this. Ow! God! Jesus! Hi, Chow. How are you doing? Okay, actually, maybe for this sized mocha, it's decent. No, not this. Not this. Sorry. This button. Okay. Yeah, actually, I think this size works better. I think this size works better. Whee! Yeah, so let's stick to this size of the tiles. And let me remove those. Wrong tool. There we go. How you doing, Chow? Welcome back. Also, one of the great things is that, as you can see, there are like different tools in the tile set. So for example, I could select one tile and then just make a bunch of it. Or I could select a bunch of tiles and make a bunch of them. Or I can make like a straight line, for example. This is so good. Or I could just have like a draw tool. And I could make it as singular tile, or if I mark more of them, as you can see, it's taking like this whole space that I marked. And it's very, very useful. Very, very useful. Anyway, I still don't know what to use as the bottom of this tree. Like, actually, I kind of need this tree to appear behind something. I think my computer's power supply is dying. Oh no! Oh no, what, how does it show? How do you figure that out? Okay, if I use this here, for example, then I could use like maybe this part. Oh, okay. It's looking decent. Yes. Oh, it is looking pretty good. For the last 2 weeks, it will just randomly turn off with no error screens. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. It sounds like it may be power, because if it was, although I have to tell you that when I had problems with my motherboard, because motherboard in your computer basically is a it's like a connector of all the parts of the computer, and if it is faulty, I had a motherboard that was technically compatible with my graphics card, but my graphics card was pulling more power than the motherboard could handle, and it was basically doing that. It was just turning itself off. In the middle of something, the screen would just go black and it would turn itself off. So I think it was also like problem with power technically, but not with like the power supply, but with the motherboard, because it couldn't handle the word. I forgot the word, sorry. Oh, also, Raiders, I forgot to tell you that I am Polish. English is not my native language, so sometimes I stumble. Does it completely go off? or just the screen? I had the issue where my GPU was overheating, so I would lose monitor. I just built it like 4 months ago. Oh. Also, hi, just some guy. And thank you for the follow, because I noticed. But, you know, I noticed that sometimes people feel a little shy when it comes to call-outs for follows and such. So, yeah. So, yeah, don't worry if you are like a lurker or anything, but welcome everyone again. Built it 4 months ago. Like I said, if it worked with I'm blushing right now. Sorry for like calling you out then, but hi. But yeah, I think it can be I think basically what all three of us described boils down to, I mean, what some guy said is more like about overheating, but I think it all boils down to power. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna invite Lemmy manually because I thought these worked, but appears they don't. Okay, let's bring Lemmy out. Hello. Oh. There we go. Now there's two of us here. Yeah, if it's still like, if you manage to, if you haven't bought it used, if it's a new one and it's only been 4 months, maybe you can, like some guy said, maybe it's still covered by warranty. Okay, but continuing this thing. So I could put this connects here nicely, but I am worried. Let me check. I am worried that it is not gonna be like, it's not gonna work. I don't know if our jump will reach this high. Oh, it reaches, no problem. Okay. Oh, it looks so nice. I think it looks much better than the previous one. Oh, actually, it's gonna be a lot of work, but I think I'm gonna switch to this whole tile set because it looks so nice. I just need to find time to drag my ass to the store. You can do it. I believe in me. I believe in me. I believe in you. I believe in me too, but that sounded so bad. Like, I believe in me, so you should also believe in me, believing in you. So happy you believe in yourself. Am I right or what? Oh God. Believe in me, believing in you, okay? I still don't know how to properly connect to this tree because it ends so just like that. I believe in Space Angie and Santa Claus. Thank you. How do I mean, I could hide it. I could use, for example, this. Ooh! Wait, it's too big. It also should be one. Should be. Wait, but I remember there was a... Yes! There was an element somewhere here, so let me remove this thing. That's it. Okay. So technically, I could, for example, do this. I do have a separate layer for tile set, and I could hide it like this and maybe make it connect better. That is an idea. But for now, let's get back to just recreating the level. Oh, flowers. So let's make it work. We'll make it pretty a little bit later. So I could make this like go here, and then another platform like here. Too bad I can't do like a I don't have like a bottom of this platform. I can't do like a cliff like here. Or maybe I can with a little bit of like tinkering and work around. We'll see. But right now I could set it up like this, for example. And I will need to have a transparent grass as well. But you know what? I can place it on another tile set, which is, no, not this one. I mean, technically it is this one, but I don't think I'm using it for anything. Why is it here? Or maybe I am using it for something? Oh, I am. Okay, never mind then. So I will have to set up another tile map layer, but it's gonna be another layer, basically. More background layer. But let's get back to just making it playable. I think always you have to start with making a thing playable and move to like making it pretty later. So let's set it up here, and we should have a platform. I replaced my mouse though. Ooh, wait, wait. Have you, was it you, Chao, who was asking about a, let me think. Somebody was asking about a mouse. That was something. I'm trying to remember. What was so unique about that mouse that somebody was asking me? I can't remember. It's been nice not having to figure it for the sweet spot for it to give me a response. Oh my god, Uchao! Uchao, please! Okay. I'll have to figure out how to do those platforms like here as well. What? What do you mean what? You know what? That's animal cruelty. I wonder, like, I could technically use, for example, those branches or what, or is it like roots as these platforms. What else do we have that we could probably maybe technically use for platforms like these. We don't have branches. I wish there were like branches. This is for the castle. Forest 1, forest 2. We'll think of something. Maybe I'll use these ones to make like a roots, floating roots. But here there isn't anything really. So right now I'll just use those. They are perfect size. Exactly the size of these platforms. I'm not sure about the hitboxes though. Okay. Whatever. Let's put it like this. Okay, and here. Oh, this collides with this thing here. That's not great. Okay, actually. Okay, so technically I recreated the platforms in the level. Let me check if they work. Okay. We can jump there. If I drop here. Okay, I cannot get back. So this is a problem. I'll have to... make this platform higher. This platform higher, I mean. So it would actually had to be here, I think. Using Godot, I think this platform is too low. Using Godot made me, okay, this is too high, or this is too low. But then this would be too low. Oh! But this is a perfect jump. Oh, interesting. They have slightly different, oh, this is gonna be rough. This is a little close to... Oh my god, poor sheep! It looks so scuffed now. If only you had a double jump NPC. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Okay, but generally, I think I need to tinker a little bit. But generally, I love how it looks. I think I need to make a small platform here because we need to be a little higher over here to get onto that platform. This is supposed to be the first level. Do the jumps! Yes. This is supposed to be the first level, so I want it to be slightly easier. Also, okay, I need to... I need to change the tree. I need to change the hitbox on the tree. It needs to be slightly higher. See here. We need to add like a couple. Let's add like three more. Maybe that's gonna be enough. So if I test now and try to there we go. And try to jump onto the tree. Can I? Ah! Can I even jump? Okay. not... We need to make this higher. So I would make like a small little platform here-ish. What? No, 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 no. Mistake. Mistakes were made. There we go. So I would make like a little platform here, for example. I think that should help us. Yes, so now we can use this tiny platform to jump onto here. I think this jump here is a little close, a little tough to get, but manageable. You know, I think still, even though it's first level, I think it should have a little bit of challenge. Maybe I could put this platform slightly lower. Just tiny bit. So... So like here maybe. And this is basically me through like last 3 weeks up until Mocha's birthday, like, you know, setting up a couple of tiles, testing them. Does it work? Can I jump over it? Can I get to the point? Like, how logical does it appear? And then once I got the placement right, I would make it look pretty. I did manage to crash the game. What did you do? Can you recreate it? Can you... What did you do, Boca? Submit a bug report. Do you have like a screenshot? I hope you took a screenshot. I did record it all. Bless you. Thank you so much. Can you send it to me on Discord? I'll check it out. Like what? How did you manage to crash the game? But I appreciate it, because now I'll have to figure out what went wrong. Gonna break your games day one. Of course. You did that with my previous game. You are the best like tester of the game. That's how you test the games. Anyway, okay, so shape-wise, we've got it. Now, what we gotta do is make it pretty. Let's put the other tree over here instead. So we'll have a variety. So we won't have like the same trees on the both sides. And you know what? Technically, what if I made those? You know what? No, I think I can make. Oh, I could utilize those roots, make them into branches, and hide them behind those bunches of leaves. Oh, and make it a tree. Oh, this is brilliant. This is so brilliant. I think I even have like a tree trunk. Yes, I do. Brilliant, brilliant. I am bursting with ideas. I'm bursting with ideas, and I think it's gonna look beautiful. There's also some fluff that we can add, like oh, like those, like this bush, for example, or like those mushrooms or these. Oh, but what if technically I could maybe make it like this? Nah, I don't like it. I don't like the slopes. The slopes are gonna be for something else. Maybe for like later level. But for now, I think we managed to... Let me hide this thing because it kind of looks bad. But without it... Okay, it also doesn't look great because we don't have like half of the ground. But I can work it out. I can fix it soon. But other than that, okay, we basically recreated the shape of the level. I really do feel that this color scheme matches Mocha so much better. So I think I will consider also changing the background. Because it's a little low resolution compared to these pixels here. Big brain, many thoughts. Whee. Bam. I feel that, okay, I like this tile set a lot. It's very pretty, and I think it kind of matches the background. And if I change it, it will stop matching the background. But I also feel it is very dark. And I didn't want the game to be so dark. Whee! So yeah, I think I'm gonna... I'm so excited already. This is so great. I'm so excited to like redo all of this. Oh gosh, sorry. I'm so excited to redo all of this to like warmer colors. Thank you. Whee. Because it will match better the menu and the end screen. So I'm happy. I'm happy that we found the style set because it's also so varied. We can do a little bit of forest, we can do a little bit of mushrooms, we can do the castle, and you know what? Wait. I need to add. Okay, so we had my level summary is also gonna be, but like let's add here redo tile sets. Let's make it orange. Okay, redo tile sets. That's what we are doing right now, so I would say it's in progress. Another thing that we want to add is we will add more levels, but in order to add more levels and more like slightly different how to say it, biomes, I guess, I need a different lighting on Mocha. So let's try figure out light. So this will be blue because it's gonna be programming. Figure out light. Another thing that we want to add is, of course, once I manage to add Loomis and the bunny, that would mean like more mechanics. Like let's add double jump. And it's gonna be blue because it's also gonna be programming. And what else? What else we need to implement? So I do have I'm gonna move level summary to priority 1 because I think that's important. So I'll also have to add, this is level summary programming, but I'll also need to make art. I'll also need to plan a new scene for that. So level summary, art side. What else were we thinking? Oh, I do want, I kind of want to redo Mocha jumping animation, so I'm gonna move it to here because I want to add Mocha fall animation because I want you to have a different position depending on if you are jumping upwards or falling downwards. You know, I want to, if you are jumping upwards, I think uppies is perfectly serviceable. Wait, I can show it here. I think this is perfect for jumping up, but for falling, I want it to be more like facing the other direction. So it's gonna be like, if uppies is this way, like from bottom left to upper right, I want falling to be from upper left to bottom right. Yeah, so more work. Yes. So basically it would be like opposite of this pose, kinda. Maybe something with wings spread out. Maybe I could implement kind of like gliding. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put gliding question mark. I'm gonna put it in blue, but I am going to move it to, not here. Where is it? Where did I lose it? I want to use it. I want to put it to priority 2, kinda, because there are like a couple of things that I feel that I want to make it first before I move to gliding. Because if I make gliding, I will need to make levels that require gliding to get to certain points. And that will basically mean I need to rework like traversing. Maybe not completely, but a lot. So yeah. Were we talking about anything else? What is the glide upgrade? What do you mean, what is glide upgrade? If Mocha... Does Mocha need Panda's delicious cookie to unlock her glide powers? I was thinking more, considering that Mocha has wings, that it would be something that she has from the start. And that would mean I need to rework levels to incorporate gliding. Because I think, for example, level 4, here, I made it kinda mean design that basically is that if you try to jump to this platform, you narrowly miss it. But I'm worried that if Mocha has glide from the very beginning, she'll be able to easily bridge that. I would also need to be very careful when it comes to the bounds of the level, because I'm worried that with glide, Mocha would be able to reach this tree, the top of this tree, and glide outside of the bounds of the level. So yeah, I would need to rework the level design. Yes, I am getting EP. That is true. But also, more ways to break it! Yes, indeed. But going back here, like what... Am I missing something? What else were we talking about? Oh, in level selection, unlock level selection only after finishing level. Yes. Okay. This is important to me because I do not like the fact that you can access all of the levels first time you play the game. I want it to make I don't have like a save mechanic, but old games had something like that you unlocked levels and you could redo a level after you like finished it. So I kind of want it to be like that. And maybe add some more levels then. Ooh, I have some time this week. Maybe I could get a couple of things done. And we shall see. We shall see. But for now, I think I'm going to be wrapping up. I am very sleepy. And I do have my notes. I do have my project plan. I do have my project plan for Mocha. Wait, I'll have to change the version. I'll have to change the version of this game. I don't know the methodology of numbers in here, but so I am gonna call it version 1.0.0.1 just in case, because I'm not sure which version is it gonna be. If I get a lot of updates, then I'm gonna call it maybe 1.1. I see the excitement in your eyes, Mocha. But for now, my friends, I will be wrapping up. Let me close all of this stuff for now. Ooh. Sleepy. Okay. Good stream though. I had fun. I had lots of fun. But let me see. Where could we drop? Sleepy Sponge, yes. Thank you, Mocha. You too. Oh? GB is on, of course. He started 2 hours ago. How long does GB usually go for? Like, because I would hate to raid him if he's about to... Wait, speaking of which, let me... Just in case... Oh, I don't have stop the raids here. I need to add that. 3 hours normally. Okay, so he's gonna go for a little while longer. He's gonna go for like maybe an hour more. So let's drop to who is that lady that he has on the screen? Who is that? Anyway, let's raid GB. We hang out with GB today, so we can raid into GB's. But yes, folks, again, thank you so much for raiding in. Thank you so much for being with me when I worked on a game. Remember that if you want to try it out, if you want to play it, it's available on itch.io on the pinned message. Thank you again. And yeah, and I will be streaming again on Thursday, the usual. So yeah, but if I manage to get any progress, wait, is this raid going or not? Yes, okay, because I didn't see the timer. If I manage to get any progress, I'll like brag about it. If it's not that much, probably I'll just share it on Discord. So join Discord if you want to see it, or follow me on Blue Sky. I'll probably live post my woes But yes, thank you again. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Whatever time zone it is for you. I hope you have a lovely rest of the day. Take care. Bye-bye.